And now, the interview with Petunia Annabelle Bachler. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Deven Chisum.
And I'm Petunia Annabelle Bachler.
Well, here we are at last. Hallway P.
That's right, Deven. Welcome to Hallway P.
And what does P stand for?
P stands for perspective.
Perspective. I see.
This hallway is a little bit similar to Hallway N, but you will not float unless the room is telekinetic.
And how can you tell if a room is telekinetic?
In order to tell if a room is telekinetic, you have to be floating like a balloon when you enter a room.
And how can you tell if you're gonna float like a balloon?
It's kinda hard to tell until you enter a room.
How hard can it be?
Well, let's say this. You enter a room, but you cannot put your feet on the floor.
I would feel like I'm swimming in this bedroom.
Hallway P does not want you to trust your own perspective.
You mean I cannot trust my eyes in this hallway?
Well, you can still trust your eyes, but you're gonna have to trust your ears and your nose more often.
That's gonna scare off a lot of seeing people.
Chaos the Blind Witch hates how people rely on their eyes all the time.
I think all of this floating has made me sick.
Sick? More like dizzy, you should say.
So, rule number 2 is don't trust your perspective?
No. Rule number 2 is rely on your ears and your nose more than your eyes.
Blackberry Twist hates ears. They gross her out.
Well, what can I say, Deven? Not everyone loves a specific body part, you know?
In hallway O, what does O stand for?
O stands for odor. Sometimes poison can have a stinky smell.
A stinky smell? Oh my god, I did not know that.
Well, now you do, my dude.
Are there any other rules in this hallway?
Not that I know of, but you should still follow the default number 1 rule in this hallway.
Yeah, I get it. You're supposed to follow the reveal your bare feet rule in any of the hallways.
The reveal your bare feet rule should not be broken at all.
I know, I get it. You should not break this rule.
Serenathan just wants this beach space to be completely clean.
Well, believe it or not, this beach base is not Vietnam.
I know it's not Vietnam. We just want every single United States citizen to respect our beach base.
What about other people that live in different countries? Don't you want them to show respect?
Many people from different countries can be respectful, but you gotta watch out and be careful with the United States citizens more than others.
What makes you think that United States citizens can be disrespectful?
There's a lot of people that support you-know-who.
Well, some United States citizens do support him, but not all of them.
He's trying to become president again, but he has to face Kamala Harris first.
He also went face-to-face with Hillary Clinton.
I'd rather say drag his soul to the underworld and make sure that he doesn't escape.
At least Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, Barack Obama, and Hillary Clinton were better than him.
Their souls would be better in heaven, while his would be better in the underworld.
I'll have to agree on that.
But for right now, let's just keep them alive.
Well, I'm just saying that Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, Barack Obama, and Hillary Clinton deserve to have their souls in heaven. I don't want them to die. I'm just saying.
I get it. You think those 4 are angels, and you think that guy that got shot in the ear during the rally is a demon.
Let's just move on to the interview.
We gotta look at the carpet first.
Oh yeah, we forgot about the carpets.
Oh wow, your toenails are green, Deven.
Chaos the Blind Witch painted my toenails green.
Well, that's a beautiful green.
Thanks, Petunia.
So, how does the carpet feel?
I think it feels better than the carpet in hallway O.
The carpet in hallway O has mold.
Yeah, ambush poison told me that.
The autistic superheroes did say that the carpet in hallway H is the best carpet in this beach space.
Well, I can assure you that it's the softest carpet in the beach space.
Not to mention how the carpet in hallway H feels like a sponge.
So, Petunia, tell us about yourself.
Well, what I can tell you is I'm a mutant.
And what type of mutant are you?
A space mutant, just like my cousin Phoebe Angel Blanchard.
What powers do you have?
I can open portals, I can teleport, I can switch gravities, and I can also manipulate dimension and turn anything into anything that I want. It all comes in my brain, you know?
Manipulating dimensions and turning anything into anything that you want sounds like a fourth wall breaker.
Manipulating dimensions and changing their algorithms? Yeah, that's what I can do.
And how do you mess with the dimensions algorithms?
Well, let's say this. If I go to SpongeBob SquarePants' home dimension, I can use my powers to change things up a bit.
Okay, so what will you change?
I can change the storyline of SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob would be smarter than Squidward. SpongeBob would be permanently barefoot. He would enjoy going to work barefoot. And he would make better friends. Better than Patrick Star.
Dimension traveling can be very dangerous, you know, especially when you go to visit a different dimension.
There's no such thing as dimension keepers.
If you can change the dimensions algorithm, I guess you know how to break the fourth wall harder.
I can break the fourth wall extremely easy.
So what would happen if you make SpongeBob SquarePants smarter than Squidward and make SpongeBob SquarePants become barefoot permanently?
I'm not quite sure what will happen after I do that, but I can assure you that it would be very interesting, you know.
I don't think people would enjoy you changing any algorithms of different dimensions.
You know how stories work. They have settings, characters, and plots. It's that simple.
And stories also have beginnings, middles, and ends.
Stories do change. It all depends on how the author sees and writes the stories.
Yeah, I kinda get the idea on that.
Stories follow the author's and illustrator's points of view, and that's the algorithm of different dimensions.
But how can you manipulate dimensions and algorithms?
If you want to manipulate dimensions and algorithms, you must first learn how to break the fourth wall.
What happens after the fourth wall has been broken?
After you learn how to break the fourth wall, this is where you get to change the dimensions algorithm.
And how will the algorithm change?
The algorithm will be changed like this. Instead of Deven Chisum holding his breath underwater, he can now breathe underwater like Aquaman.
Whoa, that's incredible.
Well, this is what happens when the algorithm has been changed.
You know, it would be pretty nice for me to breathe underwater.
Dimension manipulators can change the algorithms into whatever they want.
That must be kind of fun.
A little too much fun, because you can accidentally mess up the timeline.
Well, if you're a dimension manipulator, you can create timelines or change the timelines into whatever you want.
Oh, yeah! I forgot about that. I learned that from my grandmother.
Now you know what happens after the dimension manipulators break the fourth wall. They can turn timelines into whatever they want.
Wow, Deven Chisum, you are a genius.
So let's say this. I'm in a dungeon and it's full of water, but it reaches up to my armpits.
The water is clean, And you can swim.
Dimension manipulators can also change the algorithm into I'm in the dungeon full of water and the water reaches up to my neck.
Wow, Deven. You really know how to change your own algorithm.
Watch this. Somehow I see water coming out of the holes, which makes the water level rise and cover up my head.
But then your body started to feel something funny, which made you gain the ability to breathe underwater.
Good one, Petunia. I knew you could do it.
Thank you for teaching me a new technique, Deven. I forgot all about it.
You're welcome, Petunia. I'm glad that I taught you a new technique.
So, as a dimension manipulator, I can open portals, I can change gravity, and I can teleport.
That's amazing, Petunia. Are you going to change the timeline into the shoe stores didn't close for bankruptcy and everyone is still wearing normal footwear?
Nope, I'm keeping it as it is.
Figuring, since I'm planning on staying barefoot permanently.
This is lots of fun, you know.
Anything else, Petunia?
Well, you see, Deven Chisum, I was raised by my aunt and my uncle. I have one sister named Georgina Bachler, and I have lots of cousins.
I have done an interview with your cousin, Phoebe.
Phoebe Angel Blanchard. She's my cousin. Her father is a Blanchard, and her mother is a Bachelor, like me.
Oh, yeah. That's because Valentina Bachler and Luciano Bachler have one daughter and two sons.
Their daughter is Phoebe's mother, and one of their sons is my father.
You and your cousin need to make a family tree.
I agree on that.
Your cousin told me that you and her used to go to school barefoot.
We did go to school barefoot. We were forced to. We had no choice.
Who was forcing you to go barefoot?
Our powers were forcing us to go to school barefoot. Phoebe will float if she wears anything on her feet. And my body did not rely on shoes because I'm a dimension manipulator.
Phoebe told me that you used a portal to come to Songbird City.
Yes, I did. And I offered Phoebe to come with us, but she decided to fly by herself.
Well, I guess she wanted to see the whole United States while flying in the sky.
And she did. She saw the whole United States with her own eyes.
So, how did you get your dimension manipulating powers?
While Phoebe was fighting electromagnet on the moon, I got my powers from the amber crystals at the moon.
You and Phoebe went to the moon?
Yes, we did. In fact, we fell inside the moon where they had crystals.
The Earth's moon didn't have any crystals.
Sapphire Princess and Amber Princess hid their crystals inside the moon, but when we found them, we used them to make our power stronger.
And how did your powers become stronger?
The crystals turned into liquid and went inside of us and turned our bones into specific crystals.
Oh, wow. That is unbelievable.
Anything else you want to ask me?
Actually, I got nothing else. Our time is up.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you did an interview with me.
Well, folks, that does it for our show today. If you liked this video, will you please give it a thumbs up, share this video with your friends, and leave a comment down below.
And if you haven't already, will you please click the subscribe button and the bell button so that you'll get notified about our future videos?
Could you also please follow me on Facebook and on Instagram? Both of the links are in the description box below.
Wow, Deven Chisum. You did it. You visited all 16 hallways.
Well, it did take me a while, but I managed to follow the rules in different hallways.
Well, Deven Chisum, you did a great job following our rules. I am very proud of you.
Thank you, Petunia. But now if you'll excuse me, I'm going back home.
No. Don't go back home. Stay with us. Hang out with us. We enjoy your company. So does Serpentoften, you know.
Okay. I'll stay with you autistic superheroes.
And besides, I used my powers to attach your house to our back door.
You did what to my house?
Your house is attached to our beach base now. Now you live with us.
That can't be good. How am I going to explain this?
Relax, Deven Chisum. We will take good care of you. We promise.
Okay, whatever you say.
Heatstroke and Blackberry Twist would love your company, just like how you love their company.
Okay, Petunia. Well, folks, that does it for our show today. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. Peace out, and we will see you in the next video. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye. See you next Wednesday.